out of Jacksonville, Florida. 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, a little screen pass is picked off, and here comes Georgia Tech the other direction. Kyle Kennard getting the start at defensive end, coming up big. Kennard, a local product out of Riverwood High School, setting up this Georgia Tech offense in business. 1st and 10 at the 15. That little tunnel screen, we saw that a lot last week. Christian Leary on the reception, can't get anywhere on the pass from Haynes King.
And a good job by Michael Brunson to get around the would-be blocker, Seether, something that they had a big play with that same play last week. You just mentioned it, Chucky. But a good job by Brunson to get around the tight end and make that tackle.
Haynes King, a fantastic debut last week at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. 28 points they scored in the second quarter, but unable to maintain that lead in the second half against Louisville. Going quickly out wide again. This is going to be a loss of 1 on the pass to Chase Lane. Tackled by DeMarcus Doe, the safety. 2 tight ends set here. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. King hands off, up the middle, touchdown. Jamal Haynes, the sophomore. Perfect start. The interception, Kyle Kennard, the big man, setting him up. And then it's Haynes on the ground. Brings up 2nd and 10. Man in motion is Malik Rutherford. Handoff up the middle. Some space here. And breaking through for about 13 yards, Trey Cooley. Running through some arm tackles, finally brought down by Benjamin.
And the thing about Cooley, he runs behind his pads. He runs with the low center of gravity, and he keeps his legs churning. That's what you want to see from your backs.
Some tempo here from Georgia Tech. Said they wanted to do this week. King under pressure. Pretty good throw, and it is caught. What a catch by Rutherford.
Great job by the offensive line.
That was ruled a catch in the break. Call confirmed. Now Cooley bounces it outside to the 10 and slips down near the 7-yard line. A pickup of 21 yards on 1st and 10. Scores in the red zone through 2 weeks, but just 2 of those have been touchdowns. 3rd and goal. King with plenty of time, lobbing and caught, corner of the end zone. Dominic Blaylock, his first catch as a member of Georgia Tech.
Once again, watch the time that King takes. He allows the play to develop, and then he delivers a strike work.
Georgia Tech back on offense here, so it's Buddy Pugh's defense that has to go to work here. Haynes King looking downfield, open man inside the 15. It's the Texas A&M transfers. The tough part to swallow is the disqualification, which is very harsh. Handoff to Cooley, and that ball came out there. South Carolina State says they have it, and they do. Washington, maybe a little bit of a blown play, trying to make something of it, runs through an arm tackle, puts his shoulder down, he's across the 35, gets 17 on 1st down. Georgia Tech losing 2 100-plus tacklers from a season ago at those linebacker positions. Dragged down in the backfield, Kevin Harris. And you talked about right out of the gates trying to speed this game up a little bit. Washington throws it out and goes out of bounds. You wonder, it was almost looked like a forward pass.
The guards in the center are being stout at the point of attack, and they're not allowing for pressure to come in Haynes King's face.
King again, plenty of time out to Haynes, who is knocked down in the backfield. King looking downfield, has an open man. It's the freshman, back-to-back weeks. Eric Singleton Jr., 40-yard strike from Haynes King.
Bradley got caught looking in the backfield. You've got to pay attention and stay on top of your receivers. You can't allow the receiver to climb up.
King looking, wide open receiver, middle of the field. Breaking tackles now across the 35-30 and dropped down at the 27-yard line. Christian Leary on the grab. 25 yards to move the chains.
And watch Leary on this play. This is the Alabama transfer, the quick track guy. You see him able to shift gears. He's very twitchy. And in the open field, that is what you expect from your athletes. Let them be athletic in the open field.
Handoff to him this time, dropped in the backfield. Big hit coming off the edge.
What he brings to the table for this defense when he's playing.
The older players in FBS, this is a wide open receiver across midfield into Georgia Tech territory. Richard Bailey, the grad student. First and 10 at the 14-yard line. Fields looking across the middle. It is caught and just short of the goal line. Jordan Smith with a nice grab in traffic.
And a great job by Fields fitting the ball in there. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. And a good job squeezing that football by Jordan Smith. You've got a defender coming across. He's able to hold the ball close to himself. But Miles Brooks makes the tackle, preventing him from getting a touchdown.
First and goal, run up the middle, and they're in. Touchdown. Casey Fields, the true freshman, into the end zone for the first score of the day for the Bulldogs.
Watch the offensive line on this play. You see them moving, guys, pushing.
We need to take care of business every day. Spinning is Haynes. Nice move in the backfield. Now cuts it upfield. Across the 40. Here goes Haynes to the 35, 25, inside the 20, and dragging a defender inside the 10-yard line. Jamal Haynes, what a run. Haynes in the backfield with Haynes King. Gonna throw it. Looking to the sideline corner of the end zone, caught. It's Brett Seither, the second week in a row in a similar spot.
Once again, great job by Haynes King to find his tight end.
Talked about some of the players they've had come through. Short kick here, Christian Leary coming up, but it's going to be fielded by Haynes instead. Here he goes, breaking it to the outside, cutting upfield to the 40 and pushed out near the 45-yard line by the kicker Cobb. 31-yard return on the short kick there. King 15 of 19, $166, 3 touchdowns. Swings it out to Cooley, who has a little bit of space. Good blocking there by the receivers and tight end. Here goes Cooley. Is he going to be caught? He is not. Touchdown on the first offensive play of the second half. Trey Cooley, the Louisville transfer, with his third touchdown in 2 weeks.
Watch number 2 on this play. Great block right here. That key block right there is what sprang Cooley, and once he got to the open field, it's a race to the end zone, and the South Carolina State player better position on second down and short.
Washington at quarterback, he keeps it. He's got some space to the outside, cuts it up and runs through a tackler. It was Brooks at the end of that. Kevin McGurk told us they would try to employ more this week. Here's the option again, pitches it out quickly. More space in the run game, cuts it upfield down the sideline to the 20, 15, pushed out near the 10-yard line. The true freshman, Jaworn Howell, finally tracked down by Harvey. Keyshawn Toney, the tight end on the left. They run the option, Washington cuts it up and he's in. Andre Washington, the second score of the day for South Carolina State.
What I want you to watch in this play, watch number 1, Miles Brooks. He does what you're supposed to do when he commits to the back. But right here, Moala, you cannot allow the quarterback to cut back. That is your assignment, back to get out into space.
Handoff Haynes, cuts it upfield, staying on his feet. Dragged down by Aaron Smith. Haynes trying to jump through right there.
Just throw it out the back of the end zone.
Hold down by Shanahan. Field goal is up and good. Option right side. Trying to cut it upfield, and that's a tackle for loss for Georgia Tech. Oliver back in it again. They did not have a sack or a TFL last week. Making the most of it here on this drive, certainly. 3rd and 11 now for South Carolina State. Fields looking downfield. High throw and brought in. Nice grab by the tight end, Keyshawn Toney, who has looked really impressive. 3 minutes left in this third quarter. 10th play of the drive right here. Handoff up the middle. Not much doing. Ball came out, and Georgia Tech has the football. And guess who? Kyle Kennard. King in the backfield with Cooley. Moves into a pistol set here. Handoff to Cooley. Bounces it outside. Cuts it upfield now. Spun down at about the 41-yard line. Chris Austin. King has some time to the sideline. Blaylock goes up. Did he pull it in? He did. What a grab by Dominic Blaylock. 2nd and 5. Handoff up the middle, and he breaks through. Cooley into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. 15 yards for Trey Cooley, who had 2 on the ground last week.
You see, once again, look at those linemen covering up those linebackers, getting pushed at the point of attack. And there are no defenders until Cooley gets.
What could be the final play of the third quarter. Keep it on the ground with the option left side. Charging forward. It's a first down. It's still going. It's Josh Shaw to end the third quarter.
Because he bleeds Georgia Tech football. He's been a part of what they're trying to build and what they've been building in the past. And you just got to love that. He's everything Georgia Tech football.
See if Pyron gets a chance to throw it. He does. Has plenty of time now, rolling out on the run. Singleton on the sideline makes the catch. Beautiful throw and catch from Pyron to Singleton. Pistol set, wants to throw it. Going to set up a little screen here, and Rutherford going backwards, tackled by the defensive end Godbolt, co-offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach here at Georgia Tech. Burr's kick is up and splits the uprights. He's making an impression today. We'll move to 1-1 on the season. They are at number 22 Ole Miss next week. Tipped and intercepted.
So all of the things that you're looking for as far as a recipe for success offensively, we've seen it today from Georgia Tech.
Dickens breaking free and wrapped up. Last man that had a chance to get him did. That'll be the last play of the game. This is a Georgia Tech offense that finished in the bottom three of the ACC in points per game, yards per game, and passing yards per game. They've got playmakers, they've got their quarterback, and they've got their first win of the season here over South Carolina State. Buddy Pugh and Brent Key shaking hands.